a water line for a memento from Hurricane Ian. That was literally a work of art.
Just finished hanging all the wheels on the wall. Jesus.
Oh, that's funny.
Alright guys, today we are here at the LZ compound. It's going to be a wild day. We've been given the keys to everywhere to go and explore it, and we got some company. That's Mr. Chelsea Denofa. He's hanging out with us today. We're going to go everywhere in the compound, check it all out. It's going to be wild. Let's get to it. Nice entrance to our vlog.
Yeah.
This thing is wild. This is a drift car for the road, basically.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, it's a 2021 RTR Spec 5.
2021. This is like a pretty new car.
Yeah. It's got a Coyote motor in it that's like tuned up a little bit. It's a Ford Performance Illuminator engine. So it's like forged pistons, rods, like knife-edged crank, different cams, long tube headers. So it's like 510, 520 wheel.
That's a lot, like for kind of a demo car.
Yeah.
Like there's some cars in Europe competing in Drift Masters.
Gotta spin these 20s, bro.
Yeah, just huge. They are 20-inch wheels.
Yeah. It's got a Magnum gearbox and a 9-inch like IRS axle set up in it, so it's like indestructible. Beat the shit out of it every day and have a good time.
And you drive it on the road?
Sometimes. From time to time.
And it's like on a wide body. These things are good on a wide body.
They do. I love the RTR kit.
Like it's a nice looking car, but when you beef it up, it looks so good. But they're big.
And then we make them bigger. But that's kind of like the muscle car tribute thing. It's like.
But I always think, you know, it's a stupid thing to think about. But I'm always thinking, like when you drift and you got to go through a pace cone.
Yeah.
The car is like huge.
Yeah.
So like they have to compensate for the fact that your car.
Yeah, it's true. I feel like Federico has the worst though.
Oh, the Ferrari.
The Ferrari. Our car looks like a Miata next to it.
That's a big.
The Ferrari's massive.
So Chelsea's here today. He's hanging out. Obviously, he's teammates with Adam, and he's coming in a cool car. Show us to us. We're going to do a little bit of a ramble around here because, like, they just said go do what you want, and I'm like, it's like an adult treasure hunt for cars, just looking in stuff. So me and Neil are going to go for a ramble. Thank you so much
no worries, dude.
for
Good
dropping by. We'll catch up in a few off camera.
Sounds good.
All right, let's go get a golf cart and let's go exploring.
I like the Momo race steering wheel in this golf cart.
It's very necessary, but also fantastic.
This one sounds like it's been ride. It's got a
bit of a rumble out of
noise, doesn't it?
This is pretty mad. Me and you just rolling around the compound.
As if it's like normal.
It's not normal. These are one of those days where you just gonna wake up like Dougal in Father's Head in the middle of the night and go, "You did kick me up the arse."
Yeah, it's slightly surreal.
We've been kind of allowed to go wherever we want, so we're just gonna go check out as much stuff as we can. All right, first stop is this door, which behind is Drift HQ's new garage, which we didn't see the last time we were here. It's all been done, and in the meantime it's been flooded and cleaned again, so they've had an awful time with the hurricane and everything. But I think Chris and Cricket are in here, so we're going to go in and check out. I don't even know what's in here, so let's see. Oh, what's up, boys?
Oh, hey, what's going on?
Hello.
What's up, bro? Ireland's in the house.
Ireland is in the house.
Say hello, Mimi.
This is the
She's internationally known.
Yeah. She's our shop dog. Say hello, Mimis.
I like the little
lion cut.
Lion cut is amazing.
So I didn't expect to see a 400Z like straight off the bat when I came in.
Yeah, our buddy from Lauderdale brought it up for us to install some coilovers and throw the, TEs on there.
I like them.
The TEs are beautiful.
Yeah, always a good choice.
Yeah, you can't go wrong.
The TEs and then the RPF one's pretty much like the universal
it
standard for
It's like having a glass of water or something.
That's
like
right.
Fancy door handle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, this looks great.
Yeah, the interior really does it.
That doesn't look like a 370Z at all. But maybe that's a good thing, because a lot of people said like, oh, the same thing, and I'm going, Yeah, but at least we all, like, people know.
Yeah, and you have the full parts interchange. As we were talking about Forsberg's car, like he's going to compete with it, and they made it seem like such a big deal that they had to build this whole car from scratch. I'm like, I'm pretty sure y'all just took subframes from one and stuck it in the other. And these cars came factory manual, you know?
Oh yeah.
And this reminds me so much of the 240Z when you just have that big square at the front.
Absolutely.
Without the chrome. The side to me is kind of like 350Z, 370Z.
Yeah, the quarter window is really what.
Yeah.
And then
Can't confirm.
the back is 300ZX.
Yeah, it's real like blend of all the Z chassis together.
Just like the 300ZX at the back. The place looks great, by the way. I love the green doors and all the lights and all the
Appreciate it. Yeah, we got all the partner companies and stuff lit up now, so you know.
It looks like
Like a nightclub.
yeah. I was about to say it looks like a sports bar or nightclub vibe. It's very cool.
Yeah, we flip off all the lights, and we're gonna get a stripper pole put in here. It's gonna be a good night.
This is Duarte's drift car. This is Duarte's drift car. This is Duarte's drift. This is the new one.
Yeah.
I like the carbon vents. Very
Wow.
nice touch. Oh god.
That is.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
We had to church it up a little bit.
That's beautiful.
Put like a sticker, like Ian was here. You know, like just show
Yeah.
like the watermark, but we'll just leave it on that air conditioning unit.
Yeah, look at that.
Really get how deep it was.
Water. You've probably seen it from their videos, but check it out. There's a water line for a memento from Hurricane Ian. That's what we were saying. We just feel bad. We've just like rocked in and everything is back to normal. So it's like it never happened almost, you know.
And it certainly did.
And it
certainly
really did.
It was 3.5 weeks without power and 2 weeks of it filled with water.
Yeah, so we spent the majority of last week scrubbing all the stuff that washed in from the swamp and getting
Yeah.
all the dead fish and stuff out of here, and then
It's 6-inch catfish in here.
yeah.
It's like swimming around everywhere. It's,
So this is the Corvette that I was supposed to be driving on Drift Week. I'm not driving now because the guys here aren't going to Drift Week. The reason they're not going to Drift Week is because, as you can see, they're just cleaning up all the mess from the hurricane. So another time, another time. Driving a pickup truck now.
Suits you now.
I think this suits me. I think I should get a big pickup truck for no reason in Ireland with a lift kit.
Yeah.
Struggle to drive everywhere.
Look how high up we are. This isn't even like a massive lift
No,
kit.
this is just a normal one.
This is normal.
this was a Fort Myers car or Cape Coral car where we used to live, and Duarte found it for sale because it had flood damage. They marked on here WL for waterline.
Wow. So
Now let me show you what the real water line is. So that is up to here.
you can even see it kind of on the center console where the markings of the water was.
Yep.
You can smell it as well.
It's about 1.5 feet off of what they said it was. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I didn't get that deep.
And it came with the Baz rays and all
Yes,
the like.
yeah. It came with everything. The guy actually that we got, the guy that owned it before the auction, or the insurance company, sent us pictures of it with the water inside of it. So when Duarte looked at that, he's like, that's bullshit.
Cricket, talk us through this thing because I'm pretty sure anyone from Europe has never seen anything like this before. So this is a C5.
C4
C4.
Corvette. It's a 1989. It comes original with a L82 in it for a motor, which is a twin cam V8. It's like a small block Chevy with like 150 horsepower to the wheels.
We're not going to tell anyone what's in it just yet. We're going to do the exterior first because I want to surprise people who haven't seen this car before. So this is obviously a body kit that someone dreamed up.
It's a Bjork body by Bjork, which actually has a nice ring to it.
Does have a nice ring to it.
Bjork kits. He had the first one. We've wanted the kit for a long time, so Joel ended up getting in touch with him. Was like, "Yo, we want to buy your kit. We have 1 million C4s in the U.S. You can pick them up for like $2,500. You know, they're cheap." So we got the rights to sell them in the U.S. We bought 6 kits from them. Took about a year to get here. So as soon as they got here, we went and got a Corvette, 30,000 miles or 36,000 miles on it. It was in the showroom for like 12 years at a Chevy dealership. And then the owner of it finally gave it to like his brother or something, and his brother drove it and sold it to the guy that we bought it from.
And these wheels are just bananas. I've never seen anything quite like them before. They're
Yeah,
crazy.
Heritage partnered with us on these, and they look really close to the actual factory.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I thought it was the
shredders.
factory ones, yeah, but they're bigger. Like.
Some people actually think that we got these made into 3-piece, but these are from Heritage, and we still have the original wheels that we might end up cutting the lips off
Yeah.
and doing that.
Little pieces of add-on splitters and stuff just to give
Yeah,
it a
all the
little
little RBS, whatever the plastic is. Adam wanted that on too, so in
Very
case
nice.
he rubs into anything.
I love this little gurney flap. Is that what they're called?
A gurney flap. I was calling it a granny flap for the longest time. Like, yeah, the granny flap. Like, no, gurney flap.
Yeah, it's Dan Gurney's the race car driver, right? He kind of invented this. I mean, I'm assuming this because this is what it's in my head. It might not be in reality. Someone will probably correct me, but he created this second aero thing that you could adjust. Oh, there we go. You ready, Neil?
Yes,
You ready?
let's do it.
Ooh, that ain't.
Yeah, that ain't your American motor right there. So that is a RB25 Neo. It was an NA motor. Came out of the Nissan Solara. I think that's what it is. It's like it's the Nissan version of the JZX. Whatever car that is. Solara? Was that what it's called? No.
Laurel.
Laurel.
Laurel,
thank you.
yeah.
Yeah. Came out of one of those. Adam had it lying around, and he's like, RB would be really cool on one of these cars. And we measured it, and it was supposed to fit.
Supposed.
Didn't fit.
There's a lot of fabrication in here for trying to make it fit and trying to make it work with. It's a very strange body.
Yeah, so we had to cut out the whole firewall in the back. And if you look right here, you can see this is where the firewall was. And it's
wow.
3 inches farther back.
Look at that.
She's everything. The shifters are nice.
Look at that. Oh man, it's like a video game.
Alright guys, just want to interrupt this video to give a big shout out to one of our partners at Drift Games, the Tire Box. And they've got an amazing website in Ireland which has pretty much a huge range of selection of all tires, from off-road tires to street tires to performance tires. Even if you want some bad boys for your track car, they do incredible deals. They're next day delivery and their website's super easy to navigate. So tell them we sent you, grab your tires from the Tire Box. Alright, so we're in Adam's storage area, and again this video will be 47 hours long if we don't go quickly through everything. So we're not going to go into too much depth here, we're just going to show you what's here right at the minute. So amongst everything, you guys will probably know, I think probably 3 of the most well-known cars that he has are the 32, which I think is amazing. I'm just still looking for a four-door 32. I just can't find one. They're just something about this shape I absolutely love, and this one looks great in the green. The cream 180, everybody knows this one, right? This is the one that kind of started all the drifting, I suppose, on Adam's channel. The car's had a couple of refreshes. It looks brand new, to be honest, sitting here. It's all redone. It hasn't done much in a while. The Holy Grail one, Neil.
Yeah, wow. I'm saying yeah and wow so much, but I really mean it for this one. That is incredible. Like,
That's as good as it gets for an R34 GTR.
this is as good as it gets. Just down to the T's, like the floating rotors, the endless gold calipers, original T's, an original bronze, black stickers, midnight purple too, maybe, I think.
Yeah.
The titanium tipped end, which never looked so good until right now with the purple on the car.
And inside looks brand new.
Oh man, what a cool car. It looks brand new. Almost intimidated looking at it.
It's almost like you're looking at something that's too expensive to touch.
So cool. Oh,
My God.
I'll brighten this up a little bit. So yeah, straight away, mines, strut brace, top secret plug cover.
The vibrant.
Oh my god, hard piping stuff is insane. That is literally a work of art.
Every bolt has been thought about. I remember we were here the last time, they were changing something in the clutch and they took it out and then they waited to go get all the bolts inside the clutch to be brand new to put them back in again. So stuff you don't even see is done on this car.
Just notice it has HKS VCAM. I was one. It's basically where they put like a VTEC or like a VVTi out of a 2J but into an RB, similar situation, so you kind of get 2 different cam profiles out of the one thing. It's pretty insane. I don't know, I'm speechless. Like, I'm just kind of sweating behind the camera here as usual.
Yeah,
so.
the two of us are kind of like, but like as car people, like think about it, there's nowhere, like this is as good as it gets.
Yeah.
This is like, you sit there and go, that's perfection. How do I approach this? What am I going to say? It's got nice bits, everything's nice.
Yeah.
There's another room, and there's probably 2 more rooms, but another room with a lot more stuff in it. We're going to have to go fast through it.
Okay, let's do it.
So this room is for everything that's, I think, not Adam's. So I'm not sure who owns it, or some of them are. I know this is Jordan's car from RK Tunes, clearly. So Jordan's car is here. This is a car that does Drift Week. I've actually twin battled with this car in the past. This beautiful Evo, I think this is Colette's. There's all Colette stuff here. So as you can tell, she's got her Barbie
Nice.
350Z. She's got her 3-rotor RX-7 FC.
Those
I love that
wheels.
style. She commits to the color and it
Yeah.
just goes through the whole car, which is awesome.
That seat is crazy. Look at that. The wheel.
Yeah.
Mad.
Jetta VR6
VR6.
on 3-spoke Oz racing wheels. We'll keep moving. So this is one of the, if I'm not mistaken, it's one of the Vargas Brothers Drag RX3s. FB?
Yeah, FB. And it's on Watanabe RS8s on the front, which were a collaboration with SSR. It's mad. And then it has R-types on the back.
They've taken the rear window, made it into a different thing altogether with these kind of, these are, it's glass.
That is nuts.
So we got this guy right here, compressor and an air hose. And we got this guy right here, and everybody hates jacking these cars up, especially when you do like the rear diffuser and everything.
Yeah.
So if you look underneath here, I got air jacks.
No way. So then, obviously with the compressor, then you just
Just hook it in.
hook it in and then lifts it up like.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah.
And an S54.
No way.
Here, you pass by this, I was looking at this E46, I was like, you just pass by cars because there's so many.
Yeah.
It's hard to take them in. Like, I mean, that's even sitting on CCWs. These are the wheels we don't
Yeah.
even get like back home, and it's absolutely beautiful. And it's just like, yeah, you're completely overwhelmed.
You
Yeah.
get drawn to something else down the line.
Oh, look at that.
Like, look at them.
And then we got TJ Hunt's 350Z practice car. Josh and I actually drove this at English Town.
Cool.
And then this is TJ Hunt's Pro 350Z, 800 horsepower. So this is like, you know, practice car, pro car,
Yeah.
same chassis.
This is cool. Even to just see this many RS4s.
Well, you've got 5 RS4s, an RS6, which is Adam's old RS6. Then you got an E92 M3 in a satin silver. Like this is the M1. Then you've got the M2. Then you got two M3s, and then you got 4 RS4s and 1 RS6. And this is in like just
Just a
a
corner.
tint of this plate.
Yeah.
This thing is probably pushing 750.
Yeah.
Like it's a tuned one.
Absolutely mental.
But like even this would be one of my favorite cars in the world in this particular spec. So like this is the 997. I used to have one of these, and not as nice as this, but this is like just perfect on BBSs, on the splits. This one's really nice, and it has like this is all carbon here. As you can
Oh
see.
yeah, look at that.
It's all carbon fiber on the inside of that spoiler. This is a carbon boot lid. That's beautiful.
Thanks.
That's the color, the combo.
It's the color of concrete dust.
They have a big old wheel on the back now, don't they?
Yeah.
What is it, a 20?
I think it's 2021 staggered.
21 on the back of a 911 stock now. Like,
Is that 335 on there?
that's a big. Like, if you thought about that in the 90s, if someone's going to put a 21-inch wheel,
Yeah.
when Escalades
Yeah.
had 21-inch wheel.
When you drive this, you'll be like, I can't believe they sell this to people
Public.
this fast.
Yeah. That's the thing. You go like, this is a dangerous way to get around town. Like, and you got an RTR, which this is, and I actually when you got this, I was like, I never think I would get this color until you got it. I was like, that color is perfect.
I love it.
Even though, did you see one before it, or just think it was?
No, I
nice?
don't think they've ever done it in this color. I just always, like, the Mustangs in this color always caught my eye.
And then we have what everybody. So this is above in Ireland. This doesn't exist because of the taxes and how expensive these are. This though, we have lots of.
Yeah.
Maybe not as nice as this, but very similar. And this one is like we look at some of these things and go, it's almost like a grounding mechanism for us to go. We understand this. Whereas this would never exist.
It's lost
in
on
Ireland.
us,
This
like-
would just be like people would stop and they're shopping.
I've shown you this car before, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I've showed this. Yeah.
Oh, this thing is beautiful.
You can see the detail on the plug cover.
And that's a little extra.
I was about to say, it's
beautiful.
You say we didn't spend too long on it, I'm going, but there's flowers on your rocker cover.
There's R154, twin disc, everything else.
That holds up fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of take good power, especially if they're kind of minded.
Yeah, you know, just keeping some rubber in the drivetrain, not going like
Yeah.
like the clutch is underrated for the power that I make, but I have the torque like turned out a little bit.
Yeah, so it handles it.
And like it's on I think like 235s, so
Yeah, so it's still fun. It's not like a grip.
oh, but you'll be surprised. So I really want the SP6s for this
Yeah.
car, but I can't be bothered to wait 8 months. But in 8 months, I'm gonna still want them. So like I should just order them. You know?
Yeah. Oh, with the red. Oh, it's a lovely place to be.
My favorite thing is the wing on it. Like this wing goes up and then it completes with this corner.
Yeah, because it does look unusual now, but I get your point. It's like a
It completes it.
spoiler.
I opened this corner way up, probably more than I needed to. It's like this is all new. And then you saw the new skid pad. That was huge.
Yeah.
And then
It's very wide now. Like
little sections like this, and then I opened up that a little bit. Just kind of like all the little.
I've run it drift events in Ireland in spaces smaller than this.
Really?
Yep. We used to have a place. Neil, remember Ennis?
Oh yes.
It was smaller than this for a pro competition, and now I'm thinking this is like it's huge. So here's the car that beat me at the weekend, just sitting here gloating in front of me.
Do you admire it more now?
To be fair, I had this vision. It's just a moment when I was battling him where I went, are we in the same like gravity scheme here? This car just is so fast. But there was a little bit of damage, so after we cut off our cameras, Adam had a little bit of a shuntaroo.
Yeah, I was worried that maybe the frame rail got moved a little bit, but I think it was just from the intercooler piping hitting here that kind of like split the seam.
Yeah.
What happened too is his bash bar was right above our bash bar, so it kind of like caught the headlight instead of our bash bar.
The idea of cutting one up and doing this is just still bizarre because they're so new and expensive in Ireland, and my one is like just, you know, I've modified it, but like this is another stratosphere.
We haven't had a lot of time, but we're just now kind of diving back in. It's crazy how much space there is, even with it being a four-rotor. Like,
Yeah, like you've got a lot of room for activities here.
oh yeah.
The Four-Rotor in an A90 on a wide body kit.
So I want this to be like the most exciting car, like for both me as a driver and for people watching. So like this is the car that I want to drive at our events, like at my demos, that like evokes so much emotion from the people in the crowd. Like super exciting. Like I'm driving this thing at 10/10ths because it's going to be high strung. Like it's not going to make a lot of torque. It's going to sound insane. It's going to look insane. The plan is too to like, I want to do some circuit stuff with it. Like it's not a purpose built circuit car, but if I can go to like the Grid Lifes and the Hyperfests and swap my front arms and go do the grip session, like it should be a really good grip car too.
So you got the winches going in.
Yep.
It's very, very impressive.
I've shown you this car before, right?
This car didn't exist.
I didn't have it when you were out? Oh.
No, it wasn't here.
I've been way too OCD about making this interior and everything perfect on this car. It's a little dirty now, but under the hood's like a time capsule.
It's just like,
So the engine hasn't been restored yet, but this is like an old HKS turbo kit, and it rips. It makes 600 wheel, like. Yep. So it's an NA car, but it's a SZR, so it has some turbo stuff on it. Eventually, this will get like the old FD car motor and.
to make it a proper
Yeah.
ripper. Unusual color.
I always wanted one, and this one popped up, and it was just kind of like ticked all the boxes. It was like a nice, solid car. Yeah, they're good.
So fun. Then the green. This is yeah. This one, like I feel sad when you drift this one. 'Cause it's
Why?
so clean, and every time you drift it so hard, it just breaks in. I'm like, I suppose you guys have lots of this paint around the place, but I'm like, you guys must have a good fiberglass guy.
Oh, Josh is amazing.
Yeah, just like he must be like, well, it's Monday.
You know, Josh, our fiberglass guy, is the guy that was over the intake manifold that blew up.
Really?
No way.
Yeah, he's our guy.
He gave me the footage.
Yeah,
And his head, he moved out of the way like
Yeah.
literally 30 seconds before it
Yeah.
would have blown up in his face.
yeah,
Makes perfect
he's
sense.
amazing.
I love one of my little favorite touches on this is the green flake through the rocker cover. It's just like a nice touch because you put a different contrast color, but then you get a little bit of tie-in on it.
I think the only thing I kind of missed the mark on this car with both the cage and the cover, I feel like there's too much blue in this, and if it was more of like a charcoal, I feel like it would have complemented the green better. I tried to force it to with the green pearl, but like in the cage, it's the same thing. Like I look at the cage and it works so well on my blue E36 because the E36 is blue. Because that's where I kind of took the inspiration from. Because
Yeah.
that car has like a ghost pearl and like a similar color cage, but it, yeah.
I like it. Oh, come on, it's like it's nitpicking though. The rest of it looks pretty sick.
Oh, they're the 10s, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
They are gorgeous.
Yeah. Two of them have a little bend to them, so they're not perfect.
Yeah.
I put them on my 32, but I didn't like them, so I took them off.
Just too big for a 32. Like,
Yeah, it's really comfortable.
all those new Recaros are really cool.
They're sick.
Yeah.
But that's
Isn't that really good?
Suits you,
I
Dave.
thought that would be like my. It does though.
Yeah.
I have one. Saybelt one, carbon in my drift car. It's not very comfortable.
But like, to me, it's building a new Supra. Like,
Yeah.
you need a seat that like fits the vibe. Looks like a
Track car.
Porsche race
Yeah,
car
that's
seat.
what it looks like. It looks like a Porsche with the three bits here.
People don't use seats like this for drifting, but I don't see any reason why not.
Are they super pricey, these Recaros?
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine so. That's why they don't use them for drifting. This is the one you're giving away to. Yeah, you grab something on the shop,
Yeah.
you get tickets for the thing, and then somebody just.
Do you guys have those in Ireland?
Not yet. We were thinking about it, but I think for this level of stuff, we'd be far behind. Like if you guys saw the previous video, we had a look at Mike's NSX, and you'd go, "Well, that's the maddest NSX I'm going to see in a while."
Then there's
and
another
then there's
one.
another one that's just mad as well, in a totally different way. So Mike's is kind of, I think, like that kind of smooth, stancy show car, just sort of an ornamental piece, and then this is more looks like it's going to go around to Suba or something.
Yeah, it looks like a JGTC style kind of.
It's crazy.
This is my VVLSR for, originally this was supposed to be for the LS15 that Jimmy has now.
Yeah.
But the motor got done like 6 months after I sold the car. The valve cover on this thing is sick. The billet valve cover.
Yeah.
Just finished hanging all the wheels on the wall. Jesus.
Oh, that's funny.
So eventually I'll have all my race suits there.
That's funny, man.
And I've sold a bunch too.
Yeah.
believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, I started letting some go. All my non-built ones I just started letting go.
And
The market's high right now, man. I bought low and I'm selling high.
You'll be that guy forever now. It's like, oh, Adam inflated the prices, and yeah.
Fun fact, I wanted TEs on my FD car, and the place that stocked all the TEs here got mad that I wanted to use them for drifting because I was trying to order like 30 OG bronze before
Yeah.
the bronze you couldn't get anymore,
Yeah.
and they wouldn't sell them to me. Like, you can't use these wheels for drifting. We won't let you.
What?
So then I was like, oh, fuck, man. Well, I guess like, all right, well, I got 8 Blitz and I haven't decided anything to put them on, and I don't have a wheel sponsor, so three-piece worked with me and got them all built up to fit the car, and then I was like, all right. And then it just became a thing.
Yeah.
And everybody went, really?
Yeah, like it wasn't an intentional thing. It was like I couldn't get a wheel sponsor, and the company that wouldn't sell me TEs, I wanted to run TEs. But if
Yeah,
I'm like, yo,
but you had 8 of them.
if I'm not getting a wheel sponsor, I'm gonna run the coolest fucking wheels that I can.
Exactly.
That makes sense. But these are mega. Like,
They triple chrome kind of plated and yeah, rebuilt with the
these
lifts
are
and
big boys. I like this now because this was not here.
Oh, the
before.
glass wasn't here last
No.
time? Yeah.
So you can now just look down at all the stuff in the shop. That's really cool.
It's fun because I feel like the first tours I was always given here, I was always like, oh, the Blitz are going to be on the wall and the glass is going to be to
Yeah.
the floor
Yeah.
for like a year. And now finally it's like,
You're like, it is, but it's hard because it's such a major. Like, you're trying to keep so busy doing the videos, doing the FD, doing traveling. Like, you can't just say, I'm taking 3 weeks now just to do all these little jobs. So they're not like, they're always going to be a slow
yeah,
burner.
just happen in increments or
Pool table, chill out, bar. That looks great.
it's getting there.
Bit by bit.
Yep. Just picked this up for Collette. Got a really good deal from a subscriber of mine. $500 for an old logo Nismo Weldina.
no way.
We had a separate prep bay to like keep this area not dusty, but then it got flooded, so now we're back here. And Ray's prepping the CRX right now, and I think you'll like it. It's kind of has like a drift style cage for a track style car. It's coming along.
Which is, I suppose, because this is like it's sort of like the star and the reasonably priced car thing that you're doing with this. But then there's different sizes and shapes of people. So this cage is very handy for that. So it's not like real tight.
Just the back clip.
of the CRX there, just.
Yeah, we stole a few pieces from there just to fix some of the rust. Most of those wheels that are in the shop that you were talking about used to be up here, and I was like, man, I just want to look at them. So we
Yeah.
brought them into the shop, we cleaned them, and then it's like, all right, well at least like
You can
yeah,
see them.
Yeah, like at least you can appreciate them, so they're not just like tucked away in a shelf.
I just think I would just lose track of what is here and what's not
Yeah.
here.
It helps that there's a lot of space because before, like we used to have all this stuff in like one of these bays.
And you push it all to the back, and then you go, I don't know what's at the back.
So this was just like, you know, some cast aluminum paint just to freshen it up.
The fresh valve cover
Some
as
header
well.
paint. This I
Or is
balled out a little bit. I just bought a new OEM cover, but
That's the bit everyone sees anyway.
Yeah.
But the rest of it just.
It's
comes.
hard to
really
replicate it.
affordable. It's like
Yeah.
$250 for a brand new cover.
Why are we refurbing these?
I know.
We keep sending them to people who charge us $250.
Yeah, I know. That's
to
what I'm
refurb
saying.
it.
Is it a B18C or is it a or
B18C. Yeah.
yeah.
It made 180. No, it made 190 something wheel. Yeah, almost 200.
The right amount for going around the compound, because it's not like.
Bro, it's plenty. That thing weighed 1,800 pounds.
And because it's like, is it standard inside or is it?
Yeah, so it's standard, but I have it on ethanol. So
Yeah, but it'll last forever when it's standard. Like
Yeah,
they
yeah.
just take so much abuse.
All right, guys, it's been confirmed. We are doing a collaboration hoodie and t-shirt for Juicebox and Drift Games together. It's a limited edition. We're only making 100 t-shirts, 100 hoodies. That's it. We're never doing it again. But we just thought to commemorate this crazy trip to the USA. We're having such a good vibe and good time. Let's put a hoodie and t-shirt together to celebrate it and bring 2 Irish car brands together for a one-time only deal. Check it out. It's coming this Sunday. We're going to drop around 8 o'clock. Very limited. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, there will be no more at events or anywhere else. This is just a limited edition run. So be on it at 8 o'clock this Sunday. So this is the bit that we're allowed to do that most people aren't, is just walk around looking at stuff. Me and Neil are...
Yeah.
I'm about to do a podcast with Adam, so he's setting it up. So I was like, just take a moment to roll around. We find it super curious, don't we? Just walking around looking at stuff
Yeah.
randomly.
they trust us, which is nice.
Yeah, but sure, what are we going to steal?
Exactly.
I mean, we're not going to go around here just taking stuff off the shelf. But
that looks pretty nice, yeah.
It is actually quite nice. I don't allow myself, the last time I came here, I lost everything in here. I went in and I bought everything because it was just on the shelf, and I have such a good stock, so I'm not even looking this year. I'm just going, no, I lie. There's a lot of purple stuff there, and I just got a 1JZ for the Verosa, and I'm feeling into some 1JZ stuff. I'll talk to Duarte in a bit. But this is kind of the heart of Drift HQ. This is where all the packing goes down. It's really cool. But since we were here last year, if you saw that video, they've had their whole office done again, and they've got, to finish this video, one of my favorite cars in the world, which is Duarte's E46, but I'll show it to you. So this is what's going down. We got the Acero going down.
It's great with the wraparound monitor.
Wraparound screen. What's up, dude? Good?
Oh man.
Filming you now, you're under pressure.
Don't mess it up.
Ruined it.
We're just showing everybody your setup here, but it's like a drift company lives and breathes drifting. They finish their day work and then just do more drifting, and they work on more cars. It's really cool, right?
Yeah,
This thing.
amazing.
This is an amazing car. So this is a, I want to say Street Fighter kit on an E46 M3. It's an actual M3. Really, really nice. Oh, this is just a beautiful car. Just everything I would do to an E46. This is Duarte's street car. It's in here just looking pretty because he doesn't drive it a whole lot, but I think it's absolutely an amazing way to leave this video, because everywhere you look, there's more cars. We could have probably spent 17 years walking around here, but we tried to get as much as we could today. We hung out with Adam, we hung out with Mike in the previous video. Chelsea was there, Duarte was there, all the boys are here. So we're only here for a day, so we try to get everything we could. And the next video, we're gonna hop on a plane, and then we're gonna go to Connecticut to hang out with Jimmy Oakes. So we're gonna get our minds blown again with more cars. So we've had a great time with Adam, we've done a podcast, we've hung out, we've gone for food, and we've had a great time. So hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Like and subscribe. And subscribe to the channel, because only 50% of you guys watching subscribe. So if you hit the subscribe button, it makes us feel good. And you get to be updated every time we put up a video. Check out the Drift Game shop for merch. We'll see you on the next one.